Quick audio test, just a quick audio test, and the stream will start soon. All right, here we are in American Truck Simulator. We are going to be hanging out around the Oregon area today, my stomping grounds in real life. But more importantly, we are going to be looking at the new trailers that have just arrived to American Truck Simulator as a paid DLC. It is $4. Honestly, not bad for how many trailers you get. I mean, you get a ton. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Start looking at some of these things. I don't think there's anybody watching right now, but oh, and my dog is squeaking her toy like she always does as soon as I start streaming. But yeah, let's go ahead and start looking at some of these trailers. And I mean, if people want to go back and rewatch, then they can. Or again, if you watch later, you'll be able to see everything. Actually, let's go back to the dealership screen. So we've got Lode King and Prestige. These are the two new trailer brands that are part of that DLC. Obviously, the Mac trailer and Right Newer are those are mods, whereas these are actually from SCS and have been put in the game. And I was watching their stream, and literally the two differences between Lode King and Prestige is mainly just that Lode King is a Canadian brand, and when they wanted to move to the US, there was already a brand that existed that had a name very similar to Lode King. It was Lode King, but it was spelled different. So that's why they started Prestige. But as you can see, when you switch back and forth, these options are essentially the same. I think they said something about the materials being a little bit different as well. Yes, TJ, I am back in ATS finally. A new DLC is sure to get me back here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go through the Lode King options. So we got a couple different flatbeds, fur flatbed, aluminum, another aluminum flatbed that looks like it's got maybe some different color options or something, and then the fur drop deck, aluminum drop deck, and another aluminum drop deck. This little box with all the information is getting a little annoying very quickly. It's kind of blocking my stuff. And then we got the grain hopper, which has a B-train configuration if you do some customization to it. And we see a ton of those here in Oregon, the B-train configurations of these Lode King trailers. So I am super excited to have that in the game. And then as well as the grain hopper is also here. And then for Prestige, we essentially have all of the same options except for that hopper is the other grain hopper is not there, as you can see. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start digging into some customization and stuff. And I'm going to be kind of purchasing trailers as we go along because I want a bunch of these. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my truck as well. I am still using the 9900i. I do have, like I said, I have mods active right now, so that includes wheel mods and stuff like that. So just keep in mind that this is not a vanilla version of the game. I got some editing to do when I get in. Nice. Yeah, always fun to, I'm assuming you're meaning like editing the trailers and stuff and adding more customization options and stuff like that. So yeah, always cool when new stuff comes out. It's fun to kind of mess with it and make it your own as well. So yeah, that'll be fun, TJ. So got two different options here as far as material on the top. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the hardwood. Plenty of different configuration options. 48-foot front, rear, spread, 3-axle, and then 53-foot front rear spread 3 axles, and then 2 different 4-axle options, which one has the lift in the front, one has the lift in the rear. I am going to go ahead and go with the rear because this is also of course my dog grabs all the loudest toys that she can. She's so funny. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one here because we see a lot of these ones in the Pacific Northwest where they've got the rear steer axle. So let's go ahead and do that. And then oh, no custom color options, it looks like, so that's a little odd. That's just, I mean, TJ, like you were saying, got some editing to do. That's one of those things that's just a quick edit. Just got to throw in an SII file and you'll be able to adjust the color on this. So maybe that's something I'll do at some point as well. But either way, for now, we'll just go with the black. And then customization options. So unlike the SCS trailer, we don't have any sort of front wall option here. We do have the option for some mud flaps behind or in front of the why can I not think of this right now? The landing gear. Don't know why I couldn't think of what that was called for a second. Got some options for stuff on the side. The dunnage box, aluminum box, and a mixture of both. I am going to go for the mixture of both on this side, and then I think on this side I am just going to go ahead and do the aluminum box. Lights, I love the UI for these. They show, there's a lot of different options here, so they show what they are. Obviously, this one is not a lot of different options. It's 3, but on some of them, there's like 8 or 9 different options. So I really like that they show you exactly what you're getting. And of course, I'm going to go for the most lights possible. Yes, sir, I'm still looking at adding upgrades to your pneumatic trailer, but been so busy updating the accessories pack. Yeah. I've seen some edits of that Mac pneumatic trailer, and man, some people have come up with some crazy stuff. And of course, other people, I don't know if other people have worked off of my mod or if they just also bought the model, because again, that model is just openly for sale from Derriman 3D Design. But I've seen some other versions of it too, like Sam was working on one, Sam Sheriff, and he's got a Rocky Mountain configuration going along, and that is super, super cool. So yeah, if you do start editing or upgrading the pneumatic trailer, let me know, or if you have any questions or need any help or anything, I would be more than happy to help, or even maybe consider adding stuff to the official version, because I haven't even worked on the mod at all in a very long time. So yeah, just let me know, TJ. Yeah, so continuing on, I was kind of showing it here while I was talking, but we've got this option here, and then fenders. We've got a bunch of different fender options, and I think I'm going to go ahead and actually just leave the fenders off, or actually, I don't know, I do kind of like this one. No, I'm going to leave them off, and then let's go ahead and go through and do the wheels. Just real quick. I'm not going to edit too much on them. I'm literally just going to pick the wheels that I like. I'm going to leave the bolts and stuff alone. Not worth the time right now. And then let's go ahead and do the chrome one there as well. All right, and then moving on to the back. So let's see, that's the fenders. Here's the flags as usual with all the SCS trailers as well. In the rear, we've got a couple different options as well that are not similar to the SCS one. So we've got standard, and then you've got the exclusive, which has these anti-theft rings on them. And then we also have the standard along with strobe lights and the anti-theft along with the strobe lights. As my dog comes back once again with another different toy that is also loud. She is so cute. I'm going to go ahead and go for the exclusive with the strobe lights. I feel like that's pretty cool. Oversized load banners. Oh, you can make this different material. That's kind of cool. So you can just have it be the plate, like the license plate here. You have it be a steel block that says Lode King or an aluminum one that says Lode King. So that is pretty cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the aluminum. And then for the mud flaps, we got different options here as far as colors go. And I am going to go ahead and go with the black Lode King. And I think that is pretty much everything for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this because, as I said, I am wanting to add these to my fleet. So there is that one purchased, and I'm just going to put them all in Portland for now. And then, actually, before I do start modifying the next one, let's go ahead and we'll go into the vehicle browser. And let's see, I don't think there's any new loads for these trailers, but I mean it is worth looking. So aircraft engines, cables, concrete tubes, yeah, fairly sure this is all the same. Backhoe, reservoir tank, yeah, pretty much all the normal stuff, but still cool to see it on a new trailer. Certainly cool to see. And we are just going to go ahead and go through all of the different ones. There's the buoys, metal coils, the rails, which I still haven't done many loads with those, but those are pretty cool. And then road roller, square tubing, a tractor, and ventilation shaft. And then these look like they're all going to be the same, of course, with the additions of like iron pipes and other stuff that doesn't fit on a drop deck. So here is the train axles and, oh, scrapped cars. I don't think that, oh yeah, that one is definitely an option on the SCS flatbed. I just don't do it very often. I don't flatbed load very often, so I forget what was already there and what wasn't. This one is the grain trailer, which obviously doesn't show any loads. And then, yeah, these ones are all going to be the same as well. And then obviously all the Prestige trailers are going to have the same loads. So, all right, let's go back to the trailer dealership and start working on our next one. So I think for this one, I'm going to go ahead and go with a Prestige drop deck. And I'm going to go with this aluminum drop deck. Does this one have color options? Nope, still just the same few. And yeah, I'm going to do the aluminum top. I think I am actually going to stick with the 48 foot instead of the 53, but we will still go ahead and look through everything that we got here. Pretty cool. But again, I'm going to go with the 48 foot. And then I am going to go ahead and go with black on this one as well. Again, once I add in an SII file to change the colors, I'll probably do some sort of different color. But for now, black it is. And then on this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Aluminum and dunnage box on this side. And then I'm going to do just the aluminum box on this side. Lights looks about the same on options. Got the one with 3 lights and then the one with a lot more than that. And I am going to go ahead and I'm kind of just copying and pasting, it seems like, but I mean, it looks good. I like it. All right, and we are going to still do the Smarty wheel pack. And then in the back here, I'm going to go and I'm actually just going to do the black logo on this one. Oversized load banners as usual, flags as usual. And I am actually going to just do the exclusive on this one, not the exclusive with the strobe. Options, got the standard, steel or aluminum, and I'm going to go with the standard for this one. And I think, oh, there's also this one. I'm going to leave that off. And I think that's everything as far as customization options go for this one. So let's go ahead and purchase that one as well and go ahead and just set it in Portland. And now let's go ahead and look at this grain hopper. and then we'll look at the other one, and then we'll get to doing some loads with these trailers. So quite a few different options here. There's 40 or 50 foot, and then there's lots of different trailer configurations. So you got the 40 foot with steel, or the 40 foot with aluminum. 50 foot 3-axle with steel, 50 foot 3-axle with aluminum, and then the lift axle, steel and aluminum as well. And for this one, I am going to go ahead and go with the 40 foot. We'll go with aluminum. This one, you do have custom color options if you want. You can paint, looks like pretty much everything separately. Yeah, so you can, I'm assuming this one's the front wall. Oh, no. I don't know what this color is changing. I don't see anything changing here, but maybe I'm just missing it. Either way, though, still cool that you got, so this one does the front and back wall. This one does the tarp. This one I don't know, and then this one does the sides, of course. So either way, I am going to go ahead and do the official option from them, and then you can change the tarp color still. So I am going to go ahead and match it up to my truck. And I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, never mind. That is too purple for me. I do not like it. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the black. Hello, Ghost Rider. Thanks for being here. I need to release the accessories pack for the 900. Got a few more things to touch on. They're going to look good with these trailers. Yeah, dude, exactly. And again, especially, like I said, the reason I was so excited for these trailers because I see a lot of them in Oregon. And... yeah, pretty much all of them in Oregon are almost always being pulled by some sort of like 9900i or some other sort of like classic style truck, like a 389 or you know, like an FLD or something like that. So yeah, I agree. The 9900i is going to make these grain hoppers and all these other Lode King and Prestige trailers look really good. Nice setup. Nice setup. I'm assuming that was supposed to say A, like EH. Phoenix, what are you doing? My dog's ripping into her toy. She's choked on that stuff. But yeah, so I'm excited for these. And this is the trailer that I was talking about that has a bunch of different options. So we'll go through them in just a second, but yeah, I love these setups, Ghost Rider. I think these are super cool. So I am excited to get some of these going. And hello, Al. Hello. Glad to have you here, honey. For everyone watching, Al is not only a moderator but also my wife. So you will just hear me addressing her as honey or sweetheart or whatever I choose to nickname to give her. I'm not being weird or creepy, I promise. It's my wife. All right, let's look through all the options here. So we've got, it looks like we've got options of either these ones that are non-LED or these little LED lights, which they are quite small, it looks like. Yeah, they're these little tiny lights. And I gotta admit, I am not, well, I don't know. I do kind of like them, actually. Nah, I think I'm still gonna go with some of these. And I'm not gonna do a huge amount. I think I'm just gonna do the 3 along the bottom. Nah, maybe I will do the full light kitted out. I do kind of like it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the full light kit. Why not? Looks like we got an option here, the usual stuff. Just something in front of the rear wheels, which on this car or this trailer, I actually am going to add it. Fenders, you can do either the duty, standard, or exclusive. And I'm going to go ahead and do the exclusive. Look at that. Yeah, Daniel, pretty cool to see this in game. Very exciting. Oh, a 6 handhole option. That is new. From, I'm assuming this is from... Yeah, from Smarty's Wheel Pack. I hadn't seen that yet, though, so that's cool. What are the... oh, that's the only tire option, though. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the usual, the chrome wheels here. And then back wall, we can do either aluminum or painted. I'm going to leave this one painted, even though I did aluminum on the front. And then I am actually going to leave those on standard. And for the mud flaps, I'm going to go ahead and do the white mud flaps. So changing it up a little bit as compared to the other trailers. And I think that is it for that trailer. So let's go ahead and confirm purchase and put that one in Portland. And then we've just got one more to look at, and that is going to be this grain hopper. So, of course, you can do either the single or the B double. We'll look at the options for the single first, which is just a 45-foot 3-axle or a 45-foot 3-axle with a lift. And then B double, we've got the 45 or the B double with 5 axles or the 5 axles with lift wheels, so lift axles. And I'm going to go ahead and not do the lift axles on this one. And for the colors, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the wheat graphics. I do like that, and honestly, most of the ones that I see around here, they have this. And again, it looks like the only color that we can change is the top, which is a little bit of a bummer. I do kind of wish we could change this color down here, because almost all of the B double grain hoppers that I see around here are all owned by the same brand, and they have like this kind of dark navy blue color that goes along the bottom here. And I would like to be able to change this so that you can do that. So it's a little bit of a bummer that we can't do that. Maybe that's something that they'll add down the road, or again, maybe TJ, maybe you'll throw in a mod for that or something. But either way, for now, it still does look absolutely fantastic. So certainly not complaining too much. Dylan, glad to hear that the G920 is working well for you. Again, like I was talking to you about, I mean, it's a great starter wheel, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I'm sure some people are going to give you a hard time. Don't worry about it. As long as you enjoy it, that's what matters. So glad to hear that, Dylan. And yeah, once you get a stand, that changes the game again completely. I mean, getting a wheel on its own really changes things up, but then to add on like a stand or something that holds it in place, that's not just like a desk or something, is pretty sweet. So yeah. All right, looking at this trailer, this one definitely has, I think, amongst the most customization options. So either just do the support frame or the aluminum fenders. And then again, as I changed while I was talking, you can do either paint on the front or aluminum. Same as the other trailers, you can do these mud flaps in the front here. It looks like for this one, this is pretty cool. You can do either the basic in the back, you can do standard, which has it in the middle of the two openings, or you can do premium, which has both. So that is pretty cool. I am going to go ahead and just leave those. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the basic actually on this one. Couple different light options here. Once again, kind of just my taste. I like to put on as many lights as I can, so that's what I'm going to do for this one as well. Wheels. We'll worry about the wheels last. Fender options, you got the standard aluminum, and then the classic, which is kind of this aluminum fender that just goes all the way across the top. And I am going to go ahead and do that aluminum fender that I've got on currently. I'm going to match the back walls and front walls and all that. I am also going to match these fenders to the front fenders. Same deal here. Got these options underneath, which I am not going to use. I mean, sorry, not going to use the one that I had clicked on. I am going to use the basic. I do like that one. Got to make sure the lighting matches, and also going to make sure that the fenders match. So, oh, on this one, it's like it's different. It's not on this one, it's like an aluminum big fender part with a step and all that, which makes sense because it's got a little bit of a extra gap there. But on these ones, it's like a chrome fender that goes over the top. So either way, I am going to leave it with that because I do like that look. And then on the back here, we are going to do the chrome anti-theft lights. And I am going to do the black mud flaps with the Lode King option. And now we can do the wheels. Let's go ahead and we're going to do... Actually, should we do chrome or should we do like standard? What do you guys think? Should I do chrome or standard for these ones? I do kind of like the look of the standard. The just normal one like this. I actually really like that. If somebody says otherwise, chrome. All right, Ghostwriter says chrome, so we're going to go with the chrome. I mean, we chromed out or aluminum'd out a lot of the other the rest of the truck, so I'm cool with the chrome. I think it does fit in pretty well. So thanks, Ghostwriter, for giving me an answer. I appreciate it. Oh, we got to make sure that we change these mud flaps too to match. I would hate to have them not matching. It would look a little bunky. And got to do the chrome wheels here as well. And then I think that is everything for this trailer as well. So let's go ahead and purchase this one and send it into Portland. And now we got to decide which one we want to use. So which of the ones that I just bought, did I buy all 4? Oops. Let's go by number. I did. Okay. Flatbed, drop deck, grain hopper, and the B-double. All right. Which one of those 4 would you guys like to see me use first? So I'm probably going to stream until like 2 o'clock. So I got an hour and a half. Probably enough to do maybe 2 loads in total, depending on how long they are. So we'll probably get to use 2 of the 4 trailers. So which one would you guys like me to use first? I'm leaning towards one of the grain hoppers, but if you guys would like to see something that has loads that are visible, then we can do one of those. Daniel says drop deck. All right, drop deck it is. So let's go ahead and use this one. And then let's pick a load for it. Let's pick something not too long, but also not too short. A lot of these ones are super short. Let's go ahead and do this one. Fertilizer from Portland to Seattle. And we have got... Oh, actually it's 4:30. Maybe I should, in the game, I should go ahead and advance time. I think I already turned off my fatigue simulation. Yeah, I did. It was just getting too annoying with the streams and like trying to make sure I'm not driving at night and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and advance time and then we'll pick a load. So let's go ahead and set the time to, actually I liked, it was 5 was what it showed up as, and let's go ahead and do that, because then we do still get to see what the trailer kind of looks like at night here. Let's go into the free cam and take a look here as we turn on the truck and get the lights turned on. Man, that looks good. The light masking on that is pretty good looking. And we got our blinkers here. Maybe? Am I too close? What's going on here? Did I not turn the truck all the way on? Maybe I didn't turn the truck all the way on. Oh, I didn't turn it on at all. Weird. I must have maybe double hit it or something. There we go. Now we got the blinkers and stuff. Very nice. Alright, now we can go ahead and pick a load. My entire day just got 30 times easier, in case you were curious. I was curious, so I'm glad to hear that it's going better. See that? It's always that phone call on your lunch, you know? Once we talk on the phone, it seems like it's always better after that, so that's good. I'm glad that your day is getting better. Let's see, what kind of load do we want to do here? I want to pick up something that's relatively close by. And that one's a little far. I think let's go ahead and do this fertilizer to the Dalles. It expires in 47 minutes, so hopefully we make it. I'm going to go ahead and get driving. Oh, it's literally right across the street. Okay, we're going to make it. You're on my good luck charm for sure. Good. That's what I like to hear. Alright, let's go ahead and get the windows rolled down a little. And then get a good look at that drop deck Lode King trailer. That thing is pretty sweet. Alright, and it looks like we got a car coming here, and then I should be clear to make it out. Just gonna Oh, I thought I was going to have to drive up on the curb, but I didn't. Alright, now we're going to turn left here. Lots of traffic. It's Portland, that makes sense. And I think they are blocking my entrance. They sure are. That is quite unfortunate. I may have to use some video game tricks here. Alright, well, yeah, I don't want to sit here and wait forever for this to get cleared, so let's see if I've got... There it is, G_traffic. Let's just go ahead and set it to... It was on 2, so I'm just going to reset it to... Oops, I'm going to reset it to 1. And then they'll all go away, and then I can reset it back to 2. But that is good enough for me to get into the prefab. Alright, now we can go ahead and pick up our fertilizer. That is going to the Dows. Trucks be crazy for sure. Oh yeah, trucks do be wild. Alright. And let's figure out where... Actually, yeah, I guess before I start driving too far, let's figure out what this pickup point actually is. Because I may just want to back all the way over here. Alright, it's right there. I think we can make something work. Alright. And I think we're going to stay in the exterior view so that way you guys get a good look at the new Prestige drop deck trailer that we got on here. Paid $4 for the DLC. I'm gonna make sure I can see it pretty often. Man, super cool to have an official trailer brand in ATS finally. It has been something that I definitely think ATS has needed for a while. So very glad to finally have it. I don't know what the best way to do this is, actually. I think I might have kind of screwed myself over here. Yeah, let's back way up and see if I can do something a little different, maybe. Alright. Let's maybe pull over into the right, kind of. And then make a hard left. Right there. And let's see if we can maybe squeeze through here. Ooh, gonna get really close to that wall. Alright. I think that's pretty good, though. I can make this work for sure. Don't want to scratch up that new Lode King trailer. Or Prestige trailer, I guess, in this case. Alright, now we can start cranking it that way. And then should be just about lined up for this pickup spot. Alright, and yeah, just backing up from the outside view today. Normally I would do the interior view, but just not worth the time right now, so keeping it from the exterior view. Alright, and now we are loaded up here with our fertilizer in our Prestige drop deck trailer. I'm going to keep saying that just because I'm so excited to have an official brand in the game for trailers, so I want to make sure I keep mentioning them. Give them the credit that they deserve for taking that leap of faith and jumping into American Truck Simulator. During the stream, the guys that were on definitely seemed really cool. A lot of good people there, it seems like, and then their little trailer of like a video trailer of what it's like to work for the company all seemed really cool. Seems like a great company overall, so definitely happy to mention them and support them as much as I can. Wow, lazy. Yeah, I am lazy. Feeling lazy today. What can I say? Yeah, I don't normally like to drive from the outside view, but I'm going to try and drive from the outside view quite a bit because, oh wow, I almost T-boned that car. Anyways, going to try and drive from the outside view as much as I can because I'm sure most of you are here to see these trailers, so might as well be able to show them off as much as I can. So, of course, not going to be able to stay in the exterior view the entire time because I can't do it. I mean, it's once you start moving along, it can be a little difficult to stay in the outside view. But when I'm sitting at stop signs and stuff like that, or making turns, I might stick it in the exterior view. Oh, another car. Didn't see it. Sorry. See, this is why the exterior view is bad. I miss vehicles that are there. Alright, it looks like we are making a right out this way. I don't think the Lode King or Prestige trailers are going to be on AI vehicles, like in traffic. I don't know if maybe they will be at some point down the road, but I definitely don't think they are now. During the stream that SCS did, I never saw one, and so far I have not seen one yet today. Like on my gameplay session, so definitely don't think they're in AI traffic yet, but maybe they will be someday. That would certainly be cool, and again, add another element of realism to the game. So only time will tell on that. I guess we will see. Thank you for everybody for being here. Thank you for all of you who have said stuff in the chat. I do appreciate it. I think we've had like 5 different people say stuff in the chat now, which is among the most I've had so far in my streaming career. So yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and being active in the chat. It is very much appreciated, and it looks like we've also got 4 likes on the stream so far, so thank you for all who have liked the stream. If you are enjoying and have not liked it yet, please do consider doing so, and maybe even consider subscribing. I do try to stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for as much as I can. Yesterday was a holiday, so my wife had it off of work, so we spent the whole day together, so that's why I didn't stream yesterday. But because yesterday was a holiday, and it was a day that I already have off of work, I actually get Thursday off of work this week as well, so I'm going to be streaming, obviously, today, now, and then I'm going to stream tomorrow and Thursday as well. And I usually try and start streaming around 9 in the morning, and I stream from like 9 until 11, and I usually also stream from like 12 until 2 or so, but I do have chores to do this week, so we'll have to see what the deal is for streams this week. But either way, if you subscribe, you don't have to worry about what the schedule is, because you'll get a notification whenever I'm live. So yeah, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you guys back for more streams. I'm going to go ahead and keep going across here. You're so cool. Thanks, honey. I appreciate it. I'm assuming that was sarcastic, but that's fine with me. I still will take it as a compliment. Alright, let's go into the outside view now that we're cruising. And I actually, again, I normally hate having this UI up, but if we're going to be in the outside view quite a bit, then I do want to leave it up. And for exactly this reason, which is that I have to take this exit, and I wouldn't have known if I was on the interior view. Not at all, you're the coolest person I know. Well, that's good, because you married me, so I would hope that I'm pretty cool to you. Always love driving through Portland in the game because there's so much that I recognize. We drive, my wife and I drive through Portland quite often. We live just like 30 minutes away, so yeah, it is super, super cool to see areas that I recognize being shown in the game. And I am speeding a little bit, so let's go ahead and slow this down here. Oh, and then of course as soon as I slow down, the speed limit goes back up to 55, so now we can get the speed back up and continue to cruise along. And I'm going to assume, yep, the Dalles is to the left because we're continuing east on 84. after having driven this area so many times in real life recently, it is so weird to now drive it in the game, because I haven't driven it in the game in a long time. So it's kind of funny to drive it in the game now. I think it's especially weird though to, and I've mentioned this on many streams and many videos before. It is so weird to see how the scaling of the game affects kind of like how realistic it is. You know, it's pretty funny. So like this whole interchange is a little odd, a little different than what it looks like in real life. Same with like the airport and all that, and where all that is. It's just, it's so odd. They do such a great job, all things considered, you know. I mean, they're working with, one square mile in the game is like, has to accommodate for 20 square miles in real life. So that is, I'm sure, no easy feat. And they do a fantastic job at still capturing the realism. Man, that trailer looks good. I do love it. Hope all of you are doing well. It is a nice sunny day here today for once. It is now June. It took all the way until June for us to get our first, like, it looks like we're going to have a full week of sunny and warm weather. And this is the first time. We've gotten a few days here and there, but for the most part it's still been rainy, or even some of the days where it's been like warm for most of the day and then poured down rain at like the second half of the day. Whereas today it is looking like it's going to be sunny and warm all day. There's not a single cloud in the sky that I can see out my window, and that is pretty sweet. I will admit I love rain, but I have missed the sunny weather. It's nice to have. Don't jinx it. It's gonna get too hot soon. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the weather is perfect now, but I feel like it's gonna get too hot very quick. So that'll be a little unfortunate. But hey, it's just how things are now, unfortunately. Climate change is happening. I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water while we. Oh, I didn't realize I had the green light. I thought I had a red. Alright, well, either way, I have already slowed down and I'm passing through the way station, so now's a good time to get a drink. And we are going to go ahead and merge back onto 84. And that person let us in. Very nice. And now we can get back up to speed. Once we deliver this load, we will go ahead and switch trailers. If anyone has a suggestion on which trailer they want to see next, just let me know. So the options are the flatbed, the grain hopper, or the B-double grain hopper. Those are the three options to choose from. And whichever one we pick, well, this one hasn't gone very long. We actually might be able to get through all four, but either way, I would just assume that maybe the next one will be the only other one that we get to. So, yeah, whichever one you guys pick will be the one. I like your racing seat. Can you tell me more about it? And B-double. Alright, B-double it is. So that's what I'll switch to next. And yes, my love, I can tell you about my racing seat. You got it for me. It is very cool. It helps a lot with my sim racing and stuff. And, oh, I discovered a new viewpoint. Very nice. And it's awesome to have. It gets a little bit uncomfy after sitting in it for, like, more than 4 hours. But, you know, I mean, I feel like any seat gets uncomfortable after sitting in it for more than 4 hours. So, honestly, not too concerned there. But yeah, it's a great racing seat. You did great on getting this for me, honey. I appreciate it. Alright, we have got to make a right up here, so it looks like we're on kind of the outskirts of the Dalles with this delivery, so that is pretty cool. I like that we get a little bit of extra driving at least. What do you like about it? Like the functionality? I'm interested in one myself. Are you really? Are you really interested in one yourself? I mean, if you can use this one whenever you like. You live with me, so I don't really think you need your own, but if you want to get your own, I certainly would recommend it. It is pretty great. So functionality of it, it does exactly what it's supposed to. It's got a thing for my shifter, and we bought a little attachment for my handbrake, and they are pretty solid. The stand and the little part that holds the handbrake and the shifter kind of moves around a little bit. But honestly, for the price that we paid, it's still the functionality. It does what it's supposed to. So that is what I have to say about that. So if you want to get one, honey, I mean, we're trying to save up for a house right now, but you know, if you really think you need one that bad, then I mean, go for it, I guess. I want my own to redo the fabric so that it's alien print. Okay, well that would certainly be quite interesting, but yeah, if that's what you want to do, then go for it. I mean, I might even be okay with you doing the alien print on mine, honestly. Alright, we're going up this hill here, nice and slow, so I've got the flashers on, just to let everybody know, hey, I'm going slow. But now, unfortunately, we've got to merge, but there's nobody behind us, so that's good. Alright, we are coming up to our delivery point, which is going to be this ADM over here. It looks like we're going to be doing some dirt roading to get there, so I'll have to raise up my suspension. Thanks to version 1.44, I can do that now. So that is cool. You convinced me I should never get it, and you call yourself a sales vendor? Sad. Well, I'm not a vendor for the brand that makes this racing seat, so I don't know, what can I say? Oh, maybe we aren't doing any dirt roading to get to the ADM. For some reason I thought that this road was all dirt, but I guess not. Maybe we then turn onto a dirt road up here. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. Guess we'll find out. Yes, that is what I was remembering. Alright. So once we turn onto this road here, we will get our suspension raised up. And let's go ahead and do that now. And there we go. Should be at max height now. And it certainly looks like it. And we are just going to go ahead and go right down the middle of this grass patch here. I feel like I'm still sleeping and this whole day has been a dream. And I am also not going to go down the middle, actually. It is weird. It was doing weird stuff to the steering wheel. And I don't like it. I'm going to kind of drive along it like it's a banked corner. And that is certainly odd, honey. I gotta say, I have felt some days like that too, but today I am not feeling that way. Oops, I left my blinker on. Just like a real trucker. They leave their wheels or their blinkers on all the time. Little horse running by. And we are now pulling up to our delivery point here at this ADM. Thanks for everybody who's here watching, hanging out. I am glad you guys are here. Hope you are all doing well. We are checking out the new Prestige and Lode King trailers. I am currently hauling one of the Prestige drop deck trailers with some fertilizer. But once we finish this delivery, we are going to go ahead and switch to the Lode King B-double grain hopper configuration. And that should be pretty cool because I see a lot of those here in real life. And I am excited to have it in the game. Once again, I'm just going to go ahead and back up from the exterior view just to keep it nice and quick, keep the ball rolling here. So let's go ahead and get backed up all the way over to the spot where we are going to get unloaded. Oh, whoops. I thought the cones were off to... I thought I was lined up perfectly with the cones, but they're actually off to my right. So there we go. Now we're going where we're supposed to. Alright. And then I gotta watch out for this little trailer hitch here. May have to kind of back up past it and then pull forward. And that is what I'm gonna do. It went green for a second there, but I'm still... I like it to look at least a little better, especially because I'm going from the interior view, so I got no excuses. I mean, the exterior view, so I have no excuses. So, yeah, let's get this lined up a little better. And there we have it. All right. Turning off the truck. And an excellent delivery. And then what we're going to do is hit continue. We're going to save. I just realized I didn't make any of those Lode King trailers private, so I really hope that nobody took any of them. Dang it, somebody took one. Okay, well I'm going to make it private so that way that doesn't happen again. And then make this one private and this one private. Thankfully, it was not the grain hopper that we were wanting to use though, so. Now we can go ahead and switch off to this one, and what I'm going to do to do that is select it. And then we will pick a load from the Dalles somewhere to Yakima. That seems like a little short of a drive. Olympia, Tacoma. I want to go somewhere else in Oregon. Yeah, here we go. One to Burns. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's drop ourselves right here. And now we have got the B-double configuration behind us. So another pretty sweet setup. And I do need to change my gameplay settings because I am not about to try and reverse a B-double setup. Excuse me. And we will do safe parking. And there we have it. All right, let's get rolling. Gonna turn off the UI for now because I am gonna stay in the interior view for a minute. Well, actually, I guess I'll stay in the exterior view for while we're driving down this dirt road, and then get into the interior view once we're out on the road. Pretty cool to have like licensed paint jobs as well for the trailers. Cool to have like official logos and stuff. I think that's what I was most looking forward to. Is again, it just adds another aspect of realism to the game. So it is nice to have these Lode King trailers here for the realism aspect of things. They are well branded, that is for sure. Oh, my sound is doing something weird. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the dirt is like not making the normal dirt sound. It's like quiet. Oh, there we go. It works from the interior view, but for some reason from the exterior it was not. The dirt sounds were not working right. Now they are. Can't hear dirt. That's fair. I guess you can't hear dirt on its own, but you can hear dirt when you're running it over. And in which case, in this case, I was. Alright, make a nice wide swing there with our B-double trailer. Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch indeed. And, I left my right blinker on, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it because we are making a right up here, so... I mean, at this point, not even worth turning it off, you know? I would call that gravel. That's fair. That's fair. It is gravel. It is gravel that is crunching. It looks like we are clear. Let's go ahead and get on out here. Onto the main road. It is so cool to see these trailers in game after having seen them so many times in real life. I absolutely love it. SCS, man, they're just killing it. They are killing it with American Truck Simulator right now. All the updates have been incredible, new trucks that they've added, and now they've got licensed trailers as well. Super, super cool to see. And then, I don't know, you know, how many of you follow SCS on social media and stuff, but they posted something last week, I think it was, of what looked like a video not taken from the normal, like, dev cam. It looked like some sort of, like, drone or something. And so I don't know if maybe that's going to be coming in version 1.45, the ability to use like a drone mode or something, which would be super cool because then you could kind of use that to imitate walking. So yeah, maybe we'll see that in the next version of the game. That would be super, super cool to have. Or again, maybe that video was just to tease something else, but certainly seemed like an FPV drone type deal. So only time will tell, but I got a feeling that's what's coming in 1.45 is some sort of drone mode or something that will allow us to imitate getting out of the truck and like walking around. Because the main thing that they said when they said why they haven't created like an official form of walking in the game, like you can walk inside the dealership or whatever, but you can't walk like in the game itself. And what they said is that the game just isn't designed for you to be able to walk around and interact with things. So creating some sort of drone mode is kind of the perfect workaround for that, because, you know, then it's not you actually walking. So if you like get places that you're not supposed to, it's like, oh well. Whereas like if you get places you're not supposed to, where when you're walking, that could be bad. It could, you know, you could fall through the map or something and cause issues, and that would not be good. Where's the truck sound? There should be truck sound. I do have it turned down quite a bit so that way you can hear me talking, but I could turn it up a little bit. I mean, there's what the horn sounds like. This truck is just fairly quiet in general, so I think that that is the case here. But yeah, if the game is really quiet, then let me know and I can turn it up a little bit. I would be more than happy to do that. Screw work, let's watch Drew. Oh man, glad to have you here, Josh. I don't condone skipping out on work to watch my streams, but you know what? I appreciate that you're here. And if you're willing to take that risk, then again, I am very appreciative. So yeah, glad to have you here, Josh. Alright, let's go ahead and we're just gonna do a little bit of magic here. American Truck Simulator magic. Just a little boom. And then let's just back it up a tiny bit. And then we should be in the green, and we are. That's a mood. Yeah, I guess that's what you do every day, honey, is you kind of, I mean, I guess you're not really, I wouldn't say you say screw work, but you do definitely, I would say I distract you at least a little bit. All right. Let's see what our route is looking like here. It looks like we're just going to go down 197 to 97 and then across 20 and into Burns. So let's go ahead and turn the truck on and get this show on the road. We are hauling our new Lode King B-double configuration grain hoppers, and boy, do they look good. Super, super happy to have them. I get paid on Mondays to watch your streams, so that means you get paid to stream in a roundabout way. That is true. That is true, because it is our money. So technically, I'm getting paid to stream, even though I'm not monetized or anything like that. I still technically, in a way, am getting paid to stream. So you've got a good point, honey. I like that. Glad to be here. Good to hear. Good to hear, Josh. I hope the stream is worth maybe getting in trouble with work for. Hopefully you don't get in trouble, but if you do, I do hope that I make the content worth it, you know? Alright, we're going to go right back up the road that we just came down, but we're going to continue on past the ADM, so it is still going to be something new for the day. And of course we've got a big, huge uphill, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on the flashers now because it is about to be 2 lanes, and that is what the right lane is meant for, is for us slow people. If they need something, I'll jump over. Good call. Yeah, good call. Definitely don't want to risk it. But yeah, I am glad that you're here for now, while you can be. I do wish I could stream at times when you could join me, Josh. It would be fun for us to do a stream together, so maybe someday. But yeah, for now, unfortunately, it looks like all the times when I stream are times when you're working, so it is what it is. But someday we'll stream together, and it'll be a good time. I do miss even just doing multiplayer together, just on our own. But yeah, once we can get, I feel like, you know, if we can have fun with the multiplayer on our own, then I definitely feel like we're gonna have fun with the multiplayer on a stream as well, because then, you know, we get to not only interact with each other, but also get to interact with the chat together, and that'll be a good time. So, is that a new AI vehicle? I don't recall ever seeing one of those, but maybe I'm just crazy. I just certainly don't play this game as often as I used to, so some stuff that is most definitely not new seems new to me. One day, man, one day. One day indeed. Alright, we are now getting into the farmland of Oregon. I always like taking this route. Yeah, this route is pretty sweet. I think I have yet to drive this route in real life, but yeah, it does seem really pretty. Well, no, maybe I have driven this in real life once, or been on this road with my family or something like that. I've explored quite a bit of Oregon, so it's hard to say for sure, but I feel like I've driven pretty much all of the main highways, and this is a fairly important connecting highway, so yeah, I feel like at some point I've driven it. Gonna try and drive from the exterior view for a little bit here so you guys can get a good look at these trailers. Again, driving from the exterior view is not my strong suit, but I will do my best. Alright, down to 45 here, which I was already going below, but I actually am going to slow it down even more because, again, from the exterior view, doing these corners is a little bit of a challenge. And now we're going all the way down to 25, so that kind of works in my favor. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a quick screenshot, so I'm just going to leave the screen up. In fact, I'm actually going to hide my face so you guys can get the full view of the photo. And then we're going to go ahead and do that. No blur effect here. And we're actually going to back it up a little bit more and then just zoom in. I feel like that always looks better. And then actually, you know what? We are going to do some blurring here. We're going to adjust the where the blur comes into effect. Do it like right there, I think, on the focusing plane, and then right there on the blur transition depth. And that looks pretty sweet. That one, I'll make that one the thumbnail afterwards. After the stream is over and I repost it for people to watch later. That is the thumbnail that I'll use. And I am gonna also record a video, a separate video as well, I think, on all these trailers and stuff, going really into depth on them. But I don't know, I kind of ended up doing that at the beginning of the stream anyway, so we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I also do a video for this, or do you think the live stream is enough? Maybe I could just chop the live stream so that it's just the beginning part. I don't know. I feel like I should probably do an actual video on it, because then I can edit out all the parts of me talking about other stuff that is not pertaining to the trailers. And then also, I mean, I'm sure people who want to just know about the trailers or see the trailers are not going to want to click on a 2-hour-long stream or whatever. So I think I will create a new video for it, a non-live stream video for it. I also recorded another video this morning. I did a Forza Horizon 5 video, kind of showing a little a little photography trick for the game. It's going to be a really short video. It's going to be like maybe, I think, like 7 minutes. But it's just what I use to get good screenshots, and I've kind of explained it in some of my last live streams where I take 2 separate photos with like a different exposure, and then use Photoshop to kind of combine the 2 photos into one. So yeah, that'll be a cool video for if any of you here watching right now are interested in Forza Horizon 5. You may want to subscribe so that you can check out that video when it comes out. It's pretty simple. It's not like me saying, oh, this is how to get the best photos in ATS, because that's the wonderful thing about photography, is that what's best to me might not be best to you. Everyone's got their own styles and stuff, but it is a useful trick for no matter what your photography style is. It's a cool technique that could really help you out and get you some cool photos. So I'm excited for that video to be done. I'll probably try and edit it maybe tomorrow morning or something, and then have it posted later in the afternoon. We'll see, but it should be up soon. So that is exciting stuff. I've done a lot of live streams, but I have not recorded a video in a while. So it'll be cool to have another video posted. A video will probably be good. Yeah, glad you agree. I think so too. I think a video is just kind of the way to go on stuff like that. Whoa, it be Josh. Hello, sir. Yeah, I know. Josh is sort of skipping out on work to be here to watch the stream. So, yeah, glad to have him here. Glad to have more of the HFG crew being represented. Very happy to have you guys here. I always am very appreciative of the support. And for everyone else who is currently watching as well, I'm very glad to have you guys here as well. Thank you for the support on this stream. It looks like we're already at 160 views total. That's crazy. We've only been up for about an hour, and we're already at 160. So that is super cool. Again, thank you so much for everyone who is here or has been here and had to leave and is maybe now rewatching this later or something. I appreciate it all, and I appreciate everyone who is here saying stuff in the chat as well. I love having people to interact with. That will always be the thing that that makes me lean more towards doing live streams as opposed to like recording a video. Because when I record a video, it's kind of lonely, you know, whereas doing a live stream, I have you guys to interact with, and it is a lot more fun. So, yeah, thank you all for saying stuff in the chat. I appreciate it. Let's go back into the exterior view for a little bit. We got the UI up anyway, so might as well. And we will continue to take a look at these beautiful Lode King trailers. They are pretty sweet. Yeah, and the attention to detail on them too is pretty crazy, which I didn't actually mention before, but they've got like gauges on them and stuff. I don't remember if they said if the gauges work or not on them, but either way, it's just a nice realism touch to have the gauges there. It is pretty cool. And our lane ends. It looks like we are good. But yeah, let's go back into the photo mode, and I'll show you the gauges that I'm talking about as I hit my face on my mic. So yeah, here's the gauges we got right here. Yeah, it doesn't look like they work, but it is still cool. It looks like it's just textures, but still a nice realism touch to have those on there. And then there's one on this trailer as well. So yeah, pretty cool. I love the realism touch. And then again, they really paid attention to detail on the lights and fenders, and you got like warnings and stuff like that, which I just floated through them. But yeah, removed tarp canvas, all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm sure you could actually read it if you upped the scaling or something, but I'm just at 125% scaling on this account, so yeah, can't read them. I mean, you could, if I really wanted to try, I could read it. Like that says brake lining something, but again, not worth trying right now. But either way, again, a very cool realism touch, and then it looks like this one tells you how to read the gauges. So yeah, pretty awesome. Awesome attention to detail there. I just bought a steering wheel. Nice, JB. Which kind did you buy? Dylan was in the chat earlier, and was saying that he just bought a Logitech G920 and is absolutely loving it. So Yeah, that's cool that you also bought a wheel. Very nice to see. I love when people get more like into the. Oops! I just realized I didn't turn my face cam back on. There we go. But yeah, I love when people get more in depth into their games and stuff because it just makes them more entertaining. So I like when other people enjoy the games as much as I do, and yeah, having a wheel and all kinds of other stuff to enhance the game, it makes it better for sure. Excuse me. I want to get a button box someday, but that's a ways down the road. But yeah, having a button box would be super cool. So yeah, I'm wondering the same. Josh, I want to know what kind of wheel he got. I've kind of have a feeling it's going to be some sort of Logitech G920 or something, but we'll see. Maybe it's a Thrustmaster. Maybe he got a T248 or something like that. I think that might be one of the next wheels I get, or I don't know though. I may just want to save up and get a direct drive at some point for. I mean, that'll be super helpful for sim racing and stuff like that, but we'll have to see. Don't do it. Don't do it. He did it. Okay, I guess he was a lot faster than me, but I still wanted to honk out of anger. Thrustmaster for life. Yeah, Thrustmaster is definitely an upgrade from Logitech. If I don't go straight to direct drive, I definitely am going to go to the Thrustmaster. JB, you can't just say LOL without telling us what kind of wheel you got. Come on, man. We need to know. I really do hope that they make LOD versions of the of these Lode King trailers so that we can see them in the AI traffic. That'd be cool. I know I talked about that earlier on stream, but for anyone who wasn't here, the new Lode King trailers are not in AI traffic yet. I don't know if they ever will be, but I certainly hope so. It would be cool. It would certainly add, once again, just another aspect of realism that I feel is much needed. Oh, am I making it right up here? I am making. No, I'm not. Okay, we're good. I thought I got into the left lane right as I was gonna need to get into the right lane. Thankfully, that is not the case, so we're good. Thank you for everyone who is here hanging out once again. I know for those of you who have been here for the whole stream, I've said it a lot, but I do like to mention it as often as possible, just for the people that maybe are stopping in and then leaving really quick. I do still appreciate them being here, so I want to make sure I say it fairly often that I do appreciate the support. Looks like there's at least 7 of you watching currently, so thank you for all of you who are here hanging out. Please do consider dropping a like on the stream if you are enjoying, or maybe even subscribing, but no pressure at all. I am just glad to have you guys here watching for now. And yeah, feel free to say something in the chat too. I know I got a lot of my friends here in the chat, which may make it a little intimidating, but yeah, even if this is your first time here, feel free to say hi. I would love to interact, but no pressure on that as well. If you would rather just watch, then by all means, just watch. Hate it IRL when I fight to get over and then it's immediately like, right lane ends. Yeah, dude, it's the worst. Yeah, very awful. I hate that too, and that certainly does happen quite often. I'm sure it happens to a lot more than just us, but yeah, that's terrible. You're like, oh man, I gotta get over, and then it turns out that the right lane was gonna end anyway, so there was like no need to worry about it. The first time, so at my work, the first time I ever went to work, I obviously didn't know what the road was like or anything. It's not like I knew what I was getting into, and you have to make a, like, coming from my house, you have to make a right to get towards the building, and there's 3 lanes, and so I got into the far, again, kind of like you were saying, I struggled to get into the far right lane because I was like, okay, I got to make a right turn up ahead, and then the 3rd lane, the far right lane, ends, and then literally, like, right after it ends is where the right turn is. So I don't know what they were doing when they designed that area, but it is so stupid because, yeah, you there's 3 lanes and you think, oh, I need to get over to make that turn, and then you get over, find out that lane ends, and then right after that lane ends, you then have to get back into the turn lane to make the turn. And I guess recently they've started construction, so now that turn lane is closed. Now you just have to turn from the right of the 2 lanes, but it still is quite silly to have the lane end just to then immediately, like, have another, like, it's not like it's a side road either, it's like a fairly main road. It would have made more sense for them to just have the deal where it's like, you know, right lane must turn right or whatever, where, like, it doesn't merge, it just, your only option if you stay in that lane is to make a right. I feel like that would have been a much better design, but whatever. I'm not an engineer. I don't decide that stuff, so yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, but you know what? I guess it made sense to somebody, so yeah, certainly odd, though. But yeah, ugh is right. That is exactly how I felt the first time I drove down that road. I was like, dude, what? Why would you do this? It just makes no sense, but I have certainly seen weirder. There are some weird road designs out there, that is for sure. Oops. Light was green, and I was just messing around with the brakes. I was looking at the brake lights because those 3 lights in the middle, I'm fairly certain are only running lights, or supposed to only be running lights. And look at, when I hit the brakes, those lights turn on too. So I don't know if that was maybe an accident, or if maybe Lode King trailers are just different, and that's how they are in real life. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't have anyone that would know, I don't think. I don't have anyone to ask, so oh well. Oh, I am running very low on gas. That could be a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and pause and go into the world map and see where the next gas station is. Okay, I think we'll be okay to make it to that gas station, but we will see. Hopefully we're okay. We will never know what wheel JB got. Yeah, I know. He never told us. He just said LOL and then left, I guess. I don't know. Come on, JB. If you're still here, man, we gotta know. Gotta tell us. Falcon XC, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. I don't have anything that pops up on the screen still, but I do have something off to my left here that shows me when a new subscriber subscribes to the channel, and I can see that you did, so Falcon, thank you. I do appreciate it, and glad to have you here. Alright, let's set our cruise control for a nice 62 miles an hour, nice and comfy, and we'll go back into the outside view to look at this this B-double configuration of Lode King trailers. Gonna try not to crash into oncoming traffic. But man, that is a sweet setup. Again, I cannot get over just how cool it is to see it in game after having seen this kind of setup in real life so many different times. Just super, super cool. As anyone who has watched my channel or watched any of my live streams before would know, I do love to make my setups as realistic as possible, and this is, again, almost exactly identical to a setup I have seen in real life before many times, so always excited when I can do that. And that is the main reason that I like, for, you know, again, until now, where we've got an officially licensed trailer in the game. The main reason I liked getting trailer mods is because, again, it was just another way to make, like, realistic setups. Like, I downloaded HFG's Right Newer and threw on a livery for the Central Oregon Truck Company, and that is because in real life they use Right Newer trailers, and so to be able to complete that setup, because I had already made a Central Oregon Truck Company skin for the T680 a long time ago, and I was just using the SCS flatbed to kind of complete the look, but it wasn't quite spot on, you know, because it wasn't the right trailer. And then when HFG released the right newer, I was able to then complete the look with the legit trailer and all that. So always, stuff like that is always so satisfying. Smexy indeed. I do really love this setup. Man, even with us giving JB a hard time, he still has not told us what wheel he got. Oh, you know what? He's in school, so he probably is not actively watching the stream. He's probably just dropping in here and there. So he probably did not even know necessarily that we're... Well, no, because he said LOL, so he heard us giving him a hard time. But yeah, maybe he's gone now. Maybe he's gone. Hopefully he'll come back soon and tell us what kind of wheel he got, because I'm very curious. What kind of Thrustmaster do you have again, Josh? Do you have the T300? Is that what it is? T300 RS? Thrustmaster T80. Nice. There we go. Finally got an answer from JB. Thank you. Thanks, JB, for finally telling us. We appreciate it. But, yeah, that's a good one. Good wheel choice. Nice and useful for ATS. TMX Pro, that's what you've got. All right. I haven't done enough research on the Thrustmaster wheels, so I don't even know all of the names, but I know that Thrustmaster wheels are pretty good, so I mean pretty much all of them are solid. We really got to get slowed down because these are some sharper corners and this is a heavy set of trailers. Yeah, I think if I were to not go for a direct drive next, I think I'd either want the T300 or the T248. Based off of Jeff from Half-Fast Gaming's review of the T248, it does sound pretty sweet. So I definitely may consider getting that one next. Came with 3 pedals was the main reason. Then got the TH8A, which is awesome. Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about the TH8A. It's funny, I actually have Thrustmaster pedals because my Logitech pedals broke, so I've got the... why can I not think of the name of my pedals right now? I don't know why I can't think of the name of my pedals, but basically I've got I've got Thrustmaster pedals, and they're fantastic. And yeah, someday I definitely will go with the TH8A shifter, and then again, hopefully a direct drive wheel, but if not, that is a-okay as well. Some sort of Thrustmaster wheel would be okay. Excuse me. I'm burping up a storm over here. It seems to be a common theme for my streams that I burp a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and pull into the fuel island here. Get some fuel. Let's see, can I make it into this one on the right here? I feel like I probably can. And then we've just got a little bit of ways to go to our final destination. We've got literally 0 miles. Our customer expects delivery very soon. Make sure you arrive on time. Alright, well, I'm going to get gas. Or fuel, sorry. Sorry. No, it's not gas. It's diesel. And then we'll get to our delivery spot. Anytime I stream or record, I suddenly get raspy as hell. Yeah. Dude, it's seriously, streaming is like... I don't know why, but it's like nerve-wracking in a way, but like I don't feel nervous. I just, as I, you know, am streaming, I like start stuttering over my words a lot more than I normally do. I start like, yeah, like burping a lot and just like having weird, you know, just weird things happen. I sneeze a lot more than normal. I don't know what it is with streaming and having all those things happen, but they just do. So it is very odd. Rio Fix? I assume Rio Fix is how it goes. But whatever you would prefer for me to call you, please let me know. If you want me to call you by your normal name, or if you just want me to pronounce it Rio, I will absolutely do either of those. But I am absolutely loving the new trailers. I have talked about it quite a bit so far in the stream, but I'm assuming you're just dropping in. So to recap, I think they look fantastic. The attention to detail on them is very good. They've got like gauges and stuff on them that they don't work, but they are there, which is a good attention to detail. And then underneath, there's all kinds of caution labels and stuff that if I had my scaling up to like 400%, I could probably read them. But they are legit. They are in the exact same spot as obviously in real life, because I mean they worked with the real company to make this trailer. So yeah, it is super cool. SCS did a fantastic job at putting this in the game, and having an officially licensed trailer brand in the game from SCS themselves is super cool. But yeah, this DLC is well worth the $4. SCS did a fantastic job, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving them. And again, something I mentioned in the stream is that this specific B-double configuration of grain hoppers is something I see in real life a lot, so it is cool to now be able to create this configuration in-game. Yeah, it's cool to see something that I normally see in real life in the game. So yeah, very, very happy with the DLC. I think it is awesome and well worth the $4. And once again, my throat is getting kind of dry, so actually I'm gonna wait until we pull into the spot here. But yeah, Rio, hopefully that answers your question. I do think they are fantastic. No new loads or anything, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it is still cool. I'm kind of hoping that maybe someday they'll add like Lode King or Prestige dealerships in the game. That would be kind of cool, and then you could like deliver new Lode King trailers or Prestige trailers to the dealership. Because in the I was watching the SCS stream earlier. I definitely need water now. I've been talking too much. Sorry about that. My throat was just getting way too dry, and it was getting to the point where when I tried talking, I just felt like my throat was like closing up. But yeah, in the little trailer that they showed in the SCS live stream, the trailer of like what it's like to work for Lode King, they showed in real life a truck hauling a Lode King flatbed with more Lode King flatbeds on it, and that would be a super, super cool load to have in the game. So hopefully that is something that happens someday. I would love to see that, and to be able to deliver new Lode King trailers to a Lode King dealership or something like that. I think that would be awesome. So we'll have to see. Again, never know what could happen, but I think that would be super cool. Yeah, the UPS store is gonna have a hard time with that loose grain. Yes, they are. This is certainly an odd spot for this delivery, but you know what? I don't ask questions. I just deliver where I'm told. SCS needs to step their game up, though. What do you mean? They are stepping their game up. They are continuously updating the game, updating the game, and all of their updates have been fantastic. I mean, I guess in a way, yes, they do need to up their game, but they are continuing to update up their game and continue to make it better. I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, there's so many licensing things that need to happen. I mean, that's the main reason for a lot of the things that they like don't have in the game already. It's because, you know, getting around all the legal loopholes is quite difficult. So yeah, I mean, I think SCS is honestly doing the best job that they possibly could. I've talked about it also on other streams before, that SCS is by far and away my favorite game developer. I mean, they actually listen to their fan base without like letting the really stupid comments get to them, which is nice. And yeah, they do a great job at keeping their game updated. They give us a very, very good balance of free updates and paid DLC. They don't, you know, they still give us plenty of good game updates that are free, as well as, you know, giving us stuff that still makes them money. Because, you know, you can't get everything for free. They've got to have some way to keep paying their employees and keep adding to their their people. So yeah, I think they're doing a great job. But you know, of course, there will always be ways to step up the game. I get what you're saying, JB. Like there definitely will always be ways to improve. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the flatbed now. So we're gonna go ahead and dismiss the B double. And yeah, Tim is still hauling this grain trailer, so curse you, Tim. I'm gonna have to use a flatbed instead, which is still fine. Oh, I gotta scroll up on the chat here. I've lost some of it. Sorry that the game has gone away for a second. Oh boy, this is a mess. Legally possible too with the proper licensing. Yeah, okay, so I kind of touched on that, but yeah, exactly, Daniel. Totally get that the average person doesn't get the whole bureaucracy and legal work behind it, but I implore people to understand the basics and how the real world really works. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, for a really long time, I didn't understand it either, and then just within the last couple years, I finally started to understand that, you know, it's not just as easy as being like, hey, we want your stuff in your game, and then them being like, yeah, okay, sounds good, you know. There's a lot of stuff that has to go on, and then, you know, lots of paperwork, contracts being signed, all that kind of stuff, and then even once that happens, then it could take years, you know, before the things are actually in game. And I think that was something that they also mentioned in the stream today, that this Lode King trailer DLC has been in the works for like more than a year. Just on like once the agreements had been reached, it still took another year for them to actually, you know, do all the modeling for the trailers and all that, and get them in game. So yeah, it is pretty crazy, all the legal stuff that goes on to get this stuff in the game. But you know, SCS does a great job at making it all work. I think things take longer than a lot of people are aware, not just licensing, but the programming, etc. Oh, okay. So yeah, I actually hadn't read that comment yet, but yeah, pretty much exactly what I just said. And yeah, Josh, you hit the nail on the head, man. That is exactly the case. And it is actually 7 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and once again just set the time to 5 in the morning and then pick a load. Blank gas or blank, nobody rides for free. Yeah, I don't want to say the other things either. So thanks for leaving the blanks for me, Josh. Then I was just being silly. Yeah, you were being silly, but I like it. I like the funny comments. I appreciate them. They make me laugh. All right, let's go ahead and haul some hay to Nampa. And then I think that'll probably do it for this stream. Once we get to Nampa, that'll be it. So I got about 25 minutes. I don't have to stop like directly at 2, but I do have chores that I need to get to and stuff before my wife gets home. So definitely gonna try my best to be done right around 2 o'clock, or you know, maybe a little earlier if we finish this load and it's like 1:55, then I'll probably just end there. But we'll see what happens. We will see how long this delivery takes. Oh boy, getting turned around in here may not be easy. I'm just gonna have to do some jackknifing type stuff. Hope my airlines don't break. All right, and we made it. Well, that's right, and this one has the strobe lights, just to show off what those look like. There they are when they're working and on. I'm not using an oversized. I'm picking up an oversized load, so yeah, not gonna be using those today, but still cool to see them. Where are you from? You have 10 hours less than me. I live on the United States West Coast. I am in Oregon, actually, so I am driving in the state that I currently live in, which is cool. So that is actually why I was doing it, because yeah, I live in Oregon in real life, so I wanted to drive it in the game too, just for today, of course. But yeah. How about you? Where are you from that you're 10 hours ahead? That I would assume that that's somewhere on, you know. Let's see, what would that be? 10 hours? That'd be like Europe somewhere, I would think. Let's see. I think somewhere in Europe. My parents were just in Europe, and it was like 9 hours. So yeah, I would assume that you're probably somewhere in Europe. But yeah, let me know. I'm curious. Will they ever release a fuel cistern for this game? I certainly would hope so. I mean, I've got a mod on my Facebook page, not the one that's linked below, but I have an ATS mods Facebook page, and I made the SCS fuel tanker ownable. So again, it's using very old textures and stuff, so it's not the best, but it is something. But yeah, hopefully they revamp that trailer and make it ownable or something. That would be super, super cool. I know that's another trailer that people have been wanting for a very long time. So yeah, that would be really cool to see. I'm thinking maybe with Texas, because I assume they'll lean into the oil industry pretty hard with it. Yeah, I kind of am thinking the same. Either Texas or Montana, they'll release a fuel tanker with one of those, or at least I hope so. I mean, if not Texas, then I don't know when they would. I mean, Texas, just makes the most sense for when to release it. So hopefully they do, but we will have to see for sure, because you never know. You never know. Would be ideal for the Texas release. Yeah. I think we're all on the same page here that I think Texas really needs that fuel trailer to be ownable. So hopefully they deliver. But I mean, again, if not, they've got a lot on their plate and a lot of other game updates that they've been working on. And obviously, as far as trailers go, they've spent a year working on these ones. So I'm sure that was taking up a lot of the time of the trailer designers and stuff. So we'll have to see. If it doesn't come with Texas, I'm sure and hopeful that it'll come soon after. So we'll have to see. You're from Ukraine. Oh, well, that's cool. Hopefully you are staying safe over there. I hope everything is going okay for you. But yeah, glad to have you here. That's cool. I think most of my viewers are usually from the U.S. or somewhere in South America. So that is cool to have you here watching from Ukraine. I do appreciate it, and I'm very glad you're here. And again, I hope you are safe and doing well over there. Exactly. Hope you're doing okay and hanging in there. Oh, so Josh said the exact same thing I did. But yeah, you're definitely in our thoughts and prayers, and hope everything is going well over there. I can only imagine how cool it is to drive in the game in your state. Yeah, it is really, really cool. It certainly is. It's weird, like seeing. And again, I did mention this earlier on the stream, but it's weird seeing how much, like how they have to work with the scaling. They've talked about it before in a stream that every square mile in ATS is like 20 square miles of real life. So that means they have to take 20 square miles in real life and condense it down into a square mile. And that is extremely hard to do and still make it look realistic and make it, feel like the real place. And SCS has done a fantastic job of capturing that. Because, yeah, I started off this stream near Portland, which my wife and I drive to Portland probably like once a week or every couple weeks. And it is super cool to drive that area in the game and recognize pretty much everything. I mean, I know exactly where I am and where to go, kind of. So it is super, super cool. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful that SCS started with the West Coast, because I get to drive the states that I've been to in real life. And I've been to a lot of the states. I think I've been to 40 of the 50 states. And so even for other places, it's cool being able to recognize stuff. Like I mentioned when the Idaho DLC came out, there was an area that I drove to in the game that I had been to in real life, and I didn't realize that I had been there in real life because I was really young. I think I was like 7 or 8 when I went there. And when I saw it in game, I was like, this place looks familiar. I feel like I've been here, you know? And I texted my parents, and I was like, hey, when we did our road trip when I was in like 2nd grade, or whatever grade it was, I think it was 2nd grade. I was like, when we did our road trip when I was in 2nd grade, did we go to Idaho Falls or whichever place it was? Let's see. If I look at it on the map, I'll remember. Oh, maybe I won't remember. But yeah, I think it was Idaho Falls. It was either Idaho Falls or Twin Falls, one of these. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm fairly certain it was Twin Falls. Yeah, it was Twin Falls. It was this bridge right here that I recognized in the game. And yeah, I texted my mom, and I was like, hey, when we did that road trip in 2nd grade, did we go to Twin Falls? And she was like, yeah, we did. Why? And I was just so mind blown that, yeah, I saw it in game, and it like triggered that memory in my head of being on that bridge as a kid. And we watched people paraglide off of it. It was so cool. And in the game, funny enough, again, and this was another reason that I recognized it, is because in the game they actually have people like paragliding underneath the bridge and stuff. And so again, their attention to detail is just absolutely incredible. SCS does such a fantastic job. So yeah, super cool to be able to drive places that I recognize in the game. I mean, super cool to be able to drive places that I've driven in real life in the game, or places I've been to in real life in the game. So yeah, it is very cool. That being said, the North California rework definitely feels like the real thing. Have driven in that area. Yeah, that too. I've driven through the Northern California quite a few times to visit, you know, on driving down or up from or to visiting my parents from here in Oregon. And yeah, it is pretty cool. They did a fantastic job with that as well. And it certainly, before it did not feel very realistic, you know. Now I can really recognize places, and it feels pretty good. Feels pretty real. Thank you, I'm fine. YouTube started recommending content from the States. Oh, that's cool. Well, I am glad that you ended up here. It is certainly cool to have you here. Again, like I said, most of my viewers are from the United States or South America, so it is cool to have somebody from another part of the world. So, yeah, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. And do you just want me to call you Rio, or is there another name that you'd like me to call you by? You just let me know. I just want to be as respectful as possible and call you whichever name that you would prefer. Just need the Denny's at the end of $2.99 in our Arcata. Yeah, no, that would be some real attention to detail there. Man, my throat is getting really dry even with having water. I'm not used to talking this much. Wow, man, look at this. From the interior view, you cannot see anything going to the left. So I'm going to stick it in the outside view for now. Even in the outside view, I can't see much because the trees block it. Oh, there's a bus coming, and I would not be able to get out of his way in time, so I'm just going to back up. Alright. Come on. Okay. Clear? Not clear. Just gotta keep backing up and going forward, and backing up and going forward. Come on. I'm never gonna get across here. Okay. I think we're good. I'm going for it. This trucker can wait for me. Sorry, dude. Would have been waiting for forever. Oregon's one of my favorite states in ATS. It's my favorite state in real life and in ATS. I think it's amazing. I do certainly love the newer states because they've got, you know, their technology has gotten better since then. They've got some better prefabs and stuff. But when it gets down to it, Oregon is still and always will be my favorite because, again, it's where I live in real life. So it's cool to drive places that I recognize. Can't wait to drive with my wheel. Yeah, dude. The first time that you drive with a wheel in American Truck Simulator, I mean, it's like, you know you're never going back. once you drive with a wheel, once you play any kind of game with a real wheel, really, not just ATS, I mean, you know that you're never going to be able to go back to a controller for those games ever again. Don't fully understand everything because I don't speak English well. Well, you're doing a pretty good job, man. I gotta say, your English seems very, very good. I gotta be honest, there have been some people who grew up in the U.S. and speak English as their first language, and it is not quite as good as yours when it comes to through the chat. So you're doing great. Yeah, your English is impeccable. I would have never, honestly, I would have never guessed until you said the whole 10 hours thing and told me that you're from Ukraine. I would have never guessed that was the case. Because, again, your English is very, very good. So, oh, we are slamming on the brakes here. Why? It is still 60. I, too, still think Oregon is a top-tier state in the game. Yeah, dude, it's just, they just did such a good job with it, and it's crazy to think that it's like one of the first few states that was in the game because it really doesn't show, honestly. I mean, when you drive through the newer states, you can definitely tell that there's a little bit, better technology that was used, but I mean, as far as how good they did at capturing the real essence of the places in the game, they did a fantastic job. So, yeah, I agree. Just, it really is one of the best states in the game still. Glad we can talk at least somehow. Yeah, I'm glad too. I am very glad to have you here and very glad that I appreciate you being in the chat and being active. It is much appreciated, so thank you. And yeah, for anyone else who is here watching currently and wants to jump in on the chat, feel free. I would, the more people that chat, the better. Just more to talk about, so I appreciate you all being here, and I'm going to get another drink of water because my throat is just getting so dry. Excuse me. Do you broadcast often? I try to. I currently work Thursday through Sundays normally. So I usually do a live stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All kinds of different games that I play. However, this week was a little weird because Monday was a holiday for us. So my wife also had it off work, so I spent... Oh, I don't know why I have my blinker on. I don't need it. I spent my Monday with her. And I actually will have Thursday off of work because Monday was a holiday and I already had Monday off of work with my normal schedule. So this week I will be streaming today, tomorrow, and Thursday. But yeah, my normal schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And yeah, if you're interested in watching more of the streams, then do consider subscribing because then you'll get a notification when I go live. So you'll be able to watch all of the streams hopefully. But yeah, I do try and stream as often as I can, and usually that means streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And it looks like we now have 8 likes on the stream, so thank you for everyone who has liked the stream so far. I do appreciate it, and again, I appreciate all the chats and those of you who have subscribed. It certainly helps out a lot. I'm on the road to 300 subscribers currently, getting closer. Getting a lot closer. Streaming has been helping a lot, and again, it's actually, I've had more fun with the streaming than I did with recording, so it's cool to see that you guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, it's just all around, it's a good time, so very, very happy and very appreciative. I do appreciate it. I did not expect live streaming to go as well as it has, and it just means a lot to me that you guys enjoy my content and enjoy my live streams enough to hang out, and again, those of you who have come back for more than just one stream, it really does mean a lot. I appreciate you guys being here. Terrible at streaming or recording with any regularity. Yeah, dude, I was really bad at recording regularly. Whereas streaming, like, I've done a pretty good job of keeping up with streaming pretty often because it's just like, it's basically just click a few buttons, maybe name the title, take a thumbnail, and then you just start. And I mean, so far the only part that I've really struggled with is when Forza Horizon 5 crashes, because that's super annoying. But I mean, what can you do? But yeah, streaming, it's so fun, especially because like I would be playing these games anyway, and playing them by yourself can get a little boring. Whereas when I stream, I at least, you know, I may not be doing multiplayer, so I may not be directly playing with anybody else, but I at least, you know, have you guys to chat with, and again, it makes it a lot more entertaining and a lot more fun to play. So yeah, I've definitely been working on on trying to get more regular with the streams and with recordings and stuff. So and lately I feel like I've been doing a good job about it. I'm really proud of myself for doing it as much as I have been, and it seems like, again, the views have been going well, and the, you know, subscribers, I've gotten like 30 new subscribers in the last month, which is just unbelievable, and I seriously cannot thank you guys enough. So you know what, we're glad that you're live streaming. Well, that means a lot, Daniel. I appreciate it. I'm glad that that my content that I put out is just as fun for you guys to watch as it is fun for me to create it. So that is always, honestly, that's the best kind of experience that you can have, is when both parties are having a good time. And Rio already subscribed. Nice to watch. Thank you. I really appreciate you subscribing, and I'm glad that you're enjoying watching. And again, hopefully you can join in on other streams too, and enjoy those ones as well. But yeah, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I don't know when you subscribed, but for some reason I didn't get a notification about it. Again, I do have a thing set up that lets me know when people subscribe, but it seems to be very, very delayed. So yeah, I don't know. But either way, thank you for telling me that you subscribed so that I could thank you. I do appreciate it. That is always welcome. If anybody comes in and subscribes and just wants a personal thank you, you can just drop it in the chat, and I'm more than happy to give you a personal thank you, because it does mean a lot to me that you feel my content is good enough for you to subscribe. And it looks like we're now up to 9-10 likes. Thank you. Thank you all so much for liking the stream. I think one of my most liked streams so far is like 12, so we're getting close to the end of the stream, but we still are doing pretty good at almost tying that one. So yeah, thank you so much. This stream has been a ton of fun. I love checking out new stuff, especially new trailers like this, which I realize I've done kind of a bad job of going into the exterior view for this delivery, but yeah, always cool checking out new stuff, and cool to have you guys here. Only 8 more minutes of me playing hooky. Yeah, only 8 more minutes to go, and then I'll be getting off of here. At least, you know, I think so. Maybe a little less if we get close to this delivery point quicker. And unfortunately, I gotta get over, and I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, I'm gonna be able to. But we are slowing down in front of me. Gotta make sure I don't rear end these people. Alright, we're good. Those likes went to 11. Alright, 11. We're getting close to breaking that record. Breaking that record at 12. We got 7 more minutes to do it. So we'll see. We'll see if we can make it. But yeah, again, either way, even if we don't break it, I am very appreciative of all the likes on the stream so far. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you all being here. 12 now. 13. There we go. All right. Whoever was watching and dropped likes just now to help us break the record so far, I do greatly appreciate it. Yeah, there we are. 13. Lucky number 13. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's the number that I got on the side of my truck, because that really is my lucky number, which I forgot that on this truck in particular, I did a bad job of outlining it, and I made the outline too thick, so it's a little hard to see. But yeah, 13 is my truck number on all the trucks in the game, and it's my lucky number in real life. So yeah, cool that we have now hit 13 likes, and we got people slamming on the brakes in front of me. But yeah, thank you all so much, and it looks like there's like 12 of you watching right now, so thank you all for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. We are checking out these new Lode King trailers. If you did miss a lot of the stream, I do always post my streams. Well, I guess not always, but I try to always post my streams afterwards unless they go horribly wrong, like one of the ones I did last week. I played Horizon for like 20 minutes and then the game crashed, and then I tried to reopen it and the game crashed again. It was a whole mess. So ones like that I don't repost, but stuff like this I will repost. So if you did miss a lot of the stream and you want to go back and watch it, it will be posted later, and you will be able to go back and watch whatever you missed. I went through all of the trailers, showed all the customization options for them and stuff like that. I did deliveries with the drop deck and then the B double grain configuration, and now obviously with the flatbed configuration, and I didn't make the light. Bummer. So yeah, if that is something that you were interested in and why you were here for the stream, you can absolutely go back and watch those parts of the stream later, or even right now. Honestly, you can go back now and rewatch those parts. Should work fine. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys being here, and if there's anything that you guys missed, feel free to go back and watch it, check it out. And actually, I realized that I was saying that, you know, only got a couple more minutes to go before the stream ends, but I did say I was going to finish this delivery, and I, for some reason, all of a sudden thought I was delivering here in Ontario, but I actually am not. The delivery is in Nampa, so we still got a little bit of driving left to go. We'll probably go a little bit past 2 o'clock. So yeah, we still got maybe 10 minutes or so before the stream will be ending, so still got a good bit of content left to be had. And for anybody that is watching right now and is feeling confident, I would love for you guys to jump in the chat, say whatever you want, ask questions. I love to interact as much as I can, so please feel free to say something. I know I've got a few of my friends are here in the chat right now, and that may make it a little intimidating, but don't be intimidated. I promise none of them bite, and I don't bite. Feel free to talk in the chat if you want, but if you really do just want to hang out and watch the stream, then by all means, whatever you would enjoy the most and would help you get the most out of this stream, go for it. We don't bite. Definitely not. But yeah, it looks like we still got at least 9 viewers. Again, for some reason my YouTube shows me 2 different sets of what the concurrent viewers are, and they're always mismatched. And then I also have the stream up on my phone, and it is also telling me a different amount. So I don't actually know how many of you there are here, but I am glad to have all of you here. And yes, Marty, I am very sure that they do not bite. If my wife was here, she might bite a little bit. She can be she can be a little feisty in the chat, just for fun though. She likes to make fun of me or give people a hard time, but it's always out of fun, out of good fun. Join us at the table, sit down, order a drink or a glass of water. Yeah, man, that would be fun. That certainly would be fun. I would love to someday be able to hang out with everybody in real life, but I know that that's probably unrealistic. But we'll see. We'll see. But yes, Marty, I am sure that my friends will not bite. They are, as Josh said, they are indeed a chill bunch. Looked at what videos you have. Drifting in AC. We'll watch further. Nice. Thanks Rio for checking out that other stuff. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I do a lot of other games. So Train Sim World is another game that I stream, but I usually don't post those streams because so far the Train Sim World streams that I've done have only had like 2 or 3 people, so it wasn't. I was quiet for a lot of the streams, so it's not really worth posting it later. Whereas stuff like this, where I'm talking for almost the full time, it's definitely worth reposting later because lots of entertaining stuff is happening, so it's like might as well. But yeah, I also do like Forza Horizon 5 pretty often. I did my first AC stream, like you mentioned. Did my first AC stream recently, and that was a ton of fun. It went really well. So I definitely plan to do more of those. And then I also do stream ACC, which is like sim practice and stuff like that. So I'll probably be streaming some of that tomorrow because I do have a race tomorrow. And I have hardly practiced at all for it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of practice tomorrow before the race. And yeah, so we can be looking forward to that. But yeah, I do a lot of different streaming, and of course those are all the games I've done so far, but those are not all the games I'm ever going to do. I still do want to add others as well. I know Al, my wife, and I have talked about doing some sort of stream together or something. We think that would be fun. So that is in the cards as well. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. We are now at more than 300 views so far on the stream as well. That is another record, I believe, as far as views, like before I post it later. So yeah, thank you for everyone who has stopped in and is watching or has watched. I do greatly appreciate it. Man, this guy took that turn really slow. I almost went around him on the outside. Just like NASCAR. Could you imagine you're making a turn in a truck and another truck comes up on your outside and like honks at you? Like, that would be funny. Man, my throat is getting so dry. I gotta say, with how well this stream has been going, I do wish I could go longer than 2 o'clock, but I think even if I could, as far as time constraints go, I don't think I could as far as my throat being able to handle it, because my throat is getting so dry. Even with drinking good amounts of water. I've drank a whole water bottle so far on this stream, and my throat is still just so dry. So yeah, I think getting a little past 2 here on the stream. Oh, this is a stop sign. Did not realize that. Good thing this thing has really good brakes, and I'm only hauling hay, which is not very heavy. But yeah, I am definitely think I'm ready for the stream to be done. As much fun as it has been, my throat is just getting way too dry, and I cannot keep talking, unfortunately, for too much longer. I'll be able to deliver this load, and then I think that'll be it for what I can handle on talking for a little while. I tried ACC, but the mouse is difficult to ride in serious races. Yeah, unfortunately, both ACC and AC are, because of how sim focused they are. Oh, and I never changed my delivery point details, so let's go ahead and change that real quick. Unfortunately, with how sim based they are, it is practically impossible to enjoy either of the games without a full wheel, pedals, shifter, and all that kind of stuff. But there are some people who do AC on like a keyboard and mouse, and it is very impressive. I have no idea how they do it, but some people manage to make it work. I definitely could never. Controller or keyboard and mouse, I don't think I could ever make that work. So it impresses me that other people can. You'll need to get a vocal steamer like singers use. Yeah, no kidding. If I keep streaming for super long amounts of time like this, I definitely will need something. I'll need something to help my throat get not so dry, as I'm literally only coughing because of how dry my throat is. So yeah, definitely need to figure out something. Alright, hopefully I don't hit any invisible walls over here, because I kind of need this space to get into my delivery spot. And once again, just disclaimer for anyone who is new here, I normally do back up from the interior view, but again, because we're showing off new trailers, I'm backing up from the exterior view today. So don't judge me too hard. My throat is now so dry and I am coughing so much that it's almost comical at this point. Alright, and there we have it. And now that we are in our spot, let's go ahead and air all the way down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and turn off the truck, deliver the load, which was on time and no damage. And I think that is going to do it for today's stream. So again, this was by far and away the most successful stream that I've had so far. So thank you all so much for being here. and being in the chat and interacting with me. I do greatly appreciate it. And real quick, let me just read what Rio said. My friend rode with me in the championship. We were together on mice. I was able to come 16th, and my friend was able to come 4th place. That is incredible. Yeah, I could not imagine doing that in ACC. So that is super cool. Very impressive. Congratulations on the 16th and 4th place finish on a mouse. That is pretty incredible. Hello again and goodbye. Good stream. Been fun as always. Glad I caught the end. Take care. Yeah, you guys too. Thanks again for being here as always. Josh, thanks for maybe risking getting in trouble at work to watch the stream. Rio, thanks for checking all the way in from Ukraine. And JB, I mean, again, this stream was the most successful by far, so I can't mention everybody who is here in the chat, but I do appreciate all of you being here. It really does mean so much to me. And we have now reached 14 likes because somebody threw in a last-minute like there. But yeah, very, very appreciative. It means a lot to me. This was the most fun stream that I've had so far, so thank you all so much. And with that being said, I will hopefully see a lot of you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys take care until then. Peace out.